All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set 70, Indy. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Get it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
30 base. 50. Hey, come on now, come on now. Kill. 61, matchbox lights. Push him back. Push him back. Go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Switch. Recon, 132 fighter. He's tired of winning. He's tired of us. Switch.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Hey, check. Mike 50. Okay, double up. Down.
From the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You draw Porter. Go. Mike's 50. Come.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Down. 10-2 stop. You're out. Go. Hey, high 7.
Off play action. Herbert. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, he gets this to Davante Adams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That throw into the arms of Allen. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Pilot, 64, weak. Rush in, rush in. Let's go. He's checking, let's go.
Running on first down, Eckler works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Packers' 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Chance. Christian travel. Put up. Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Forced out to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dean Lowry able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Stand. Get it.
That one goes for 8 yards.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
We go. 70, Indy. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Door.
On second down, Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 6-6, pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Now Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, 58 is a man 300. Jan 300.
They'll run it with Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Jump out! 319! 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Leo! Hey, Haywood! Yep. 58. Sam up to...
Off play action. Herbert. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 22-jet bombers, 22-jet bombers. Check 3. Hey, Foxtrot. Check go. Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check 43.
A final shot before break. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
258. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 67 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Echo. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Slam. Topper. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
20. That one goes for 36 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Go on. Check. Now.
2nd and 14. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Second and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rock it. Slant. Out. Roll out. Check 13. Shoot.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Kill. You draw Porter. And ready. 52. Ready, go. Ready.
Here is Eckler. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Check 26, check 26. General West. Max 50. I don't think you got it, son. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Stop your body. 58, come on, 58.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. It's caught by Funchess. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. Desmond King making the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Funchess has it complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he's got room. He's got daylight. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership group.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Eckler. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, lock it. Check 31.
2nd and 6. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. The intended receiver there, Allen. A critical error there in a tight game with the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. This is Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
319. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
258. They're running it. 56.
Now Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Down. 60 or. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
A loss of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 7.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.